Hey church, Jordan here, taking a couple minutes out of your busy day because I genuinely believe the next 5 weeks could be a defining moment for EFCC. Not because we're launching a new series or because we have a bunch of events on the calendar, but because I believe God wants to reshape the way we think about what it means to follow Jesus. This Sunday, we're kicking off a brand new church-wide series called The Fifth Gospel, and I could not be more excited. But why are we calling it The Fifth Gospel? Here's the reality. For a lot of us, we've unintentionally compartmentalized our faith. Church is what happens on Sunday, ministry is what pastors do, and mission is for the people who move overseas. But when you read the New Testament, you discover that Jesus never divided life up that way. He called ordinary people to faithfully represent him in the ordinary places they were already living. And that's where the fifth gospel comes in, because your unbelieving friends and neighbors might not read Matthew, Mark, Luke, or John to find out who Jesus is and what he's like, but they will read you. Which means your neighborhood isn't just where you happen to live. Your workplace isn't just where you earn a paycheck. Your kid's sporting event isn't just where you spend your evenings. God has placed you there on purpose. Over the next 5 weeks, we're going to rediscover what it looks like to actually be the church. Not just when we gather within the four walls of our church building, but everywhere God has already sent us. The important thing I want you to know, the whole reason we're filming this video right now is to say this. This series is about way more than simply showing up on Sundays and listening to sermons. As we learn together, we're also going to step out together. Throughout this series, we'll have opportunities to serve our community, to build relationships, and to love our city in practical ways. Then as we enter into the last week of the series, we'll finish everything off with our stay-at-home missions trip, where we'll spend an entire week dedicating ourselves to serving, praying for, and engaging with the city God has entrusted to us. Because if we're serious about loving Jesus, we should also be serious about loving the people he's placed around us. More than anything, guys, my hope is that these next 5 weeks would demystify what it means to live on mission. Because following Jesus isn't about waiting for some extraordinary assignment. It's about faithfully saying yes to the people, places, and opportunities God has already placed in front of you. Imagine what could happen if every one of us began seeing our everyday lives as our ministry. Imagine the impact if every home, every workplace, every classroom, every coffee shop, every neighborhood represented by our church became another place where people experience the love of Jesus. That's the vision. Not that we would become a church that's really good at putting on events, but that we would become a people who faithfully live on mission. So I'd encourage you, don't just attend this series, fully lean in. Join us for the service opportunities. Invite somebody to sit down with you at your table for dinner, and let's ask God to do something that lasts far beyond these 5 weeks, because I, for one, can't wait to see what he does. We'll see you on Sunday.